have trouble remembering the games. It's been a long season. Can't really blame you if you do. Do you not have 3 hours to devote to go watch the entire game? I'm going to summarize UCF's entire game in about 1.5 to 2 minutes. Let's get started. And to kick off our 2023 season home opener, we begin, of course, with Kent State. Of course, the game begins with JRP hurdling a DB. Why did he do that? Then, of course, an absolute JRP bomb to Xavier Townsend scores a first touchdown of the season to go up 7. JRP rushes into the end zone thinking he's money man. Of course, Henshaw does what Henshaw does and sends Jordan McDonald and the Wildcat into another UCF touchdown. A huge interception by DeJordan Mask gives the ball back right to the offense. Then stormed down the field, and JRP throws another touchdown to Alec Collar. Beautiful. And, of course, we can't forget about lights up, lights down. Just look at this. It's beautiful. We get the ball back, and JRP throws a 50-yard bomber to R.J. Harvey. Being the dog he is yet again, R.J. Harvey rushes for a 52-yard touchdown. The ball is handed off yet again to Mark Anthony Richards for another touchdown. Defense gets the ball back, and DeMarcus Bowman gets into the end zone for us. Oh, yeah, this was the space launch game. This is actually really cool to watch. Welcome to the Space U, baby. UCF versus Boise State. Now, for some reason, there's no game footage on this game. None. I can't find the actual game. I can't find highlights. However, there are the last 5 minutes of the game, which is probably the best part of the game that I think everyone remembers. But in the meantime, I want to talk about something kind of different today to pass the time. What I do want to bring up is the stupid UCF Twitter war over Boise State's blue uniforms on blue turf. Yes, this is real. Discussions and arguments over saying that it's not fair that Boise State can wear blue uniforms on a blue field, whatnot, how it gives them an advantage. There are actual arguments over this. Not the proudest UCF Twitter Mafia moment. Is that what we call it? Yeah, Twitter Mafia. Sorry, I'm still getting familiar with all this stuff. With the score being 9-10 late in the fourth quarter, R.J. Harvey wildcats his way into the end zone, but the reverse retry on the 2-point conversion fails miserably. Thanks, Henshaw. Boise State, in clutching fashion, drives their way down the field and scores a touchdown. However, they also missed a 2-point conversion. Offense gets the ball back. JRP completes 2 passes to Alec Collar and Kobe Hudson, and then R.J. Harvey gets a first down. JRP famously gets hurt in what I think to be a really bad missed targeting call, and we continue to drive down the field, and Colton Brimmer kicks a game-winning field goal and walks off like the king he is.
Yeah, I recorded that months ago, by the way, before the fall off. Just wanted you guys to know that.
Week 3 versus Villanova. Timmy McClain started the game at quarterback for us since JRP was hurt from the Boise State game. We start with the ball even with this weird camera angle. Thank you, ESPN Plus. We really appreciate this. Colton Boomer kicks a field goal to go up early. Jordan McDonald wildcats his way into the end zone to make the score 10-0. Then Nakai Martinez gets a pretty nifty pick to give us the ball back. Jordan McDonald again wildcats his way into the end zone. Trymon Morse-Brash gets a big boy sack like the man he is. Kobe Hudson gets the ball in his hands and takes to the house to go up 31-0 before the half, but gets called back because of a block in the back. Timmy makes up for it by giving the ball to Javon Baker, and he delivers it to the house. R.J. Harvey gets one more touchdown to show Villanova who's boss. Also, Jalen Griffin gets into the game and gets tonight's another touchdown onto the board. There's just no way that a powerhouse school in the state of Florida loses to an FCS team, right? Wouldn't happen. Week 4, UCF versus Kansas State. Kansas State starts with the ball, drives down the field, and running back TJ Giddens gets into the end zone for the Wildcats. Johnny Richardson gets the ball and goes for a large gain into the Wildcat red zone. However, we end up settling for 3. Corey Thornton then picks off Will Howard to give us the ball back. We drive down the field, and on 3rd and 16, R.J. Harvey manages to catch the ball and take it to the house to go up 10-7 towards the end of the first quarter. Looking to be on his villain arc, DJ Giddens finds his way into the end zone yet again to put up the Wildcats 14-10. Timmy gets the ball and decides to play Thanksgiving backyard ball for a little bit. Looks like me out there. We give the ball back to Kansas State and they score yet again, going up to 21. UCF puts up another 7 to go into the half. Coming out at halftime, Timmy McClain drops an absolute dime to Kobe Hudson. Kansas State gets the ball back, gets to our red zone, but a huge stop makes the Wildcats settle for 3. R.J. Harvey was just a little short, so we had to give it back to the Wildcats. Will Howard, quarterback, keeps in the end zone for another Kansas State touchdown. Even after a huge pass interference penalty on the Wildcats, UCF just can't seem to tie the game up and ends up missing the mark. Kansas State runs the score up just a little bit more.
Week 5 versus Baylor. UCF comes out strong with a nice stop against Baylor. The ball is handed to Johnny Richardson, and he takes it to the house. And then Timmy, quarterback, keeps it. And then Timmy dimes it to Javon to where he literally has time to go on a Twitter rant. Baylor finally scores to make it 21-7. It's all fine because Damari Henderson scoops and scores for 6. Kobe Hudson catches a great pass and brings it up 35-7. And at this point, the game is over because who would blow a 28-point lead at home, right? Screw it, someone's down there. Baylor marches down our throats and gets a 2-point conversion. Timmy throws a dime to my boyfriend. Baylor again goes down the field and scores. Baylor again gets a 2-point conversion. I think you guys see the pattern here. We were so close to responding, and then RJ Harvey fumbles. Timmy does an illegal forward pass, and we give the ball back to Baylor. Baylor gets a nice field goal, and then Timmy does this.
Running out of time! What do you got? McLean! He's still on his feet! Oh my goodness! It's caught! Unbelievable!
And then we missed a field goal.
UCF versus Kansas. Unfortunately, this was the game we debuted our light mode uniforms.
Oh! Ew! You don't want to be like this. This is disgusting. This is awful in every way. If I could kill it, I would. But I legally can't.
3 and outs go by, and Kansas makes this insane catch. Kansas scores a field goal and goes up 3. UCF goes 3 and out, allows Kansas to lightning McQueen their way into the end zone. Another UCF 3 and out, and Kansas powers their way into the end zone. UCF yet again goes 3 and out and makes his Kansas return to like prime Devin Hester. This, along with many other people, is where I turned my TV off and decided it was time to enjoy my Saturdays. We kind of get a drive going down the field until Timmy decides to play backyard ball and deserves another nomination for the Jameis Winston Play of the Year. Another touchdown for Kansas. Wait, is this a Kansas recap video? Alec Hollick, the 30-year-old he is, gets in the end zone for the first UCF touchdown of the day in the third quarter. We go for 2, and we obviously don't get it. Kansas continues to make a highlight reel out of us by writing up the score, and I think we get a few points in there too. I don't know. I didn't watch. You probably didn't either. I'd also like to point out that we live in a time where UCF gets destroyed by Kansas in football, yet we, not destroy, but beat a high-ranked Kansas in basketball. Week 8 against Oklahoma. A couple 3 and outs later, and JRP gets sacked on third down. Sock boy Dylan Gabriel completes a nice pass for a touchdown to put the Sooners up 7. RJ Harvey takes matters in his own hands and goes on a nice stroll, almost into the end zone. JRP being the honorary running back he is, quarterback keeps into the end zone, tie game. UCF gets the ball back, and JRP drops this nice dime to Kobe Hudson. Xavier Townsend juggles the ball, but still gets a nice gain. End up settling for 3 anyway. Sock boy gets his receiver wide open for another Oklahoma touchdown. JRP responds by jumping over the haters to catch Javon Baker wide open, although no weird cryptic tweets this time. He does blow a kiss to Brent Venables. Oklahoma kicks a field goal before the half. Dylan Gabriel misses UCF so much that he kindly gives the ball to Quadric Bullard. Colt Boomer booms it in for 3. Javon Baker reaches to the youth and sucks this nice ball in for a great gain. I keep forgetting that this was before the dark times, so we had no doubts trusting Colton Boomer to get us points. Dylan Gabriel gets sacked so hard that Malachi Lawrence's helmet comes off. A UCF 3 and out later, and Oklahoma's Cooper Kupp gets them a nice touchdown. We get the ball back, but JRP ends up getting sacked on third down. Using UCF's biggest weakness, running up the middle, Oklahoma finds themselves another touchdown to make the score 31-23. We get the ball back, and on 4th and 10, we complete this pass to Jalen Baker to tie the game up. Yep, and all we have to do is complete this 2-point conversion.
A backwards pass, looking for the double pass.
Week 9 against West Virginia. West Virginia goes on the board early by quarterback keeping to the end zone. UCF responds by throwing the ball into double coverage to Kobe Hudson, who still comes down with it. On third down, DeMar Henderson gets a pass interference penalty to give the Mountaineers a first down. Defense holds up, and West Virginia settles for a field goal. JRP throws the ball up to Javon Baker, and the ball bounces off his cleat and is picked off by the West Virginia defense. This is also the play that people watching thought that the commentator dropped an F-bomb.
What a funky interception that was!
West Virginia uses the interception to score on us again to go up 17. RJ Harvey with his trademark big boy run to get a huge gain. In the red zone, JRP quarterback keeps for a touchdown to make the score 17-14. West Virginia then tries pitching the ball to their running back, who drops it and gives it to Damari Henderson. Both teams end up going 3 and out to end the first half. Knights get the ball back to start the second half, and JRP confuses the West Virginia defense for one of his receivers. JRP just might be colorblind. Again, West Virginia uses his turnover to put up more points, changing the score to 24-14. UCF finally responds, and the stunning catch is made by Javon Baker. The catch goes under review, and the catch stands. However, Plumlee gets completely obliterated and fumbles the ball to the defense. The Knights get the ball back to West Virginia, and they march down the field and score with an open run-in. JRP throws a questionable ball to Jared Baker, and we end up going for it on 4th down, where it's thrown to Alec Holler and no good. West Virginia gets into the end zone, but a holding penalty makes it come back, so they end up settling for a field goal. With a minute left, Kobe Hudson gets the Knights one more touchdown to make the final score 41-28. Week 11 versus Cincinnati. Cincy starts out with the ball and settles for a field goal to go up by 3 to start the game. UCF goes 3 and out, and the Bearcats get the ball back. 4th and 1, Emory Jones throws the ball to... Yeah, no, I cannot tell you what this play was supposed to be. JRP does what all Big 12 quarterbacks do in the red zone, and quarterback keeps. Kobe Hudson gets a nice little catch to get us out of our end zone. JRP forgot to wipe the Vaseline off his hands and drops the snap. Speaking of Vaseline, this Cincinnati receiver had some on too, giving us the ball back. RJ Harvey uses this chance to do his big boy run in the end zone to put the Knights up 14-3. After switching quarterbacks 3 times, Cincinnati finally puts together a scoring drive. With only 30 seconds left in the half, Emory Jones does Emory Jones and throws a nice pick to Nakai Martinez. On fourth down, RJ Harvey takes a snap to run for a first down. Colton Boomer then misses the field goal, wild lift. Cincinnati then goes down the field to get themselves into the end zone. UCF gets the ball back and uses the cheat code that is RJ Harvey and scores a touchdown. He really is special, and I honestly couldn't be more excited that he's coming back next year. Cincinnati almost gets a 3-and-out, but a holding call on the punt gets him a first down. Emory Jones finds a way to convert on 4th and 9, but ends up getting sacked on 3rd down after the fact. Settles for 3. Javon Baker then sucks this ball in because he's an absolute dog. Speaking of dog, Kobe Hudson gets this ball and is slammed to the ground. Can't do my Pookie like that. Cincinnati, being the dirty players they are, hurt my other Pookie and get a well-deserved flag. RJ Harvey takes matters into his own hands and steals my shopping cart with his jersey in it. Cincinnati goes down the field and scores, and just like us, misses the 2-point conversion to seal the game. Knights break the 5-game losing streak and win 28-26. Well, luckily this one should be a lot easier. I mean, just looking at the score, you can tell how the game went. So, we'll do a little bit of speed round today. RJ Harvey touchdown, Kobe Hudson touchdown, Colton Boomer field goal, jaw dropping Kobe Hudson touchdown with a flag on the play, Corey Thornton pick, another great Corey Thornton interception, RJ Harvey 90-yard touchdown, Kobe Hudson touchdown, another beautiful RJ Harvey touchdown, and proving pretty much the entire college football world wrong.
They got UCF today. Worst run defense in the Big 12. Ollie Gordon might go for 250.
Come after me! I'm a man! I'm 40!
Bruh.
UCF versus Texas Tech. So the highlights I was given are like really bad, so please go ahead and bear with me. We start the game out with a nice catch from Kobe Hudson, and then Javon tries to toe tap in the end zone, but is called back. But no worries though, because RJ Harvey gets in the end zone to put us up by 7. Colton Boomer kicks the extra point, which is going to be rare this game. Knights get the ball back, and Colton Boomer on a fake field goal attempt takes it down the field and almost goes for a touchdown. So, does anyone know if he can throw? Colton can throw. Okay, Ted, get on that right now. New Wildcat formation. All right. Another RJ Harvey touchdown later, and Texas Tech finally goes on the board. Texas Tech gets the ball back and ends up driving down the field and gets a nice little touchdown here. The Knights then try to respond, but in a weird move, we end up going for it, and the clock runs out instead of going for a field goal. After a lackluster third quarter, I think we get a field goal on the board, and they score another touchdown. So, welcome to these awful highlights. Texas Tech settles for a field goal to go up to 24. Knights get the ball back, and Javon blesses us with his amazing catch and goes down the field to score 6. Now, all Colton Boomer has to do is just make the extra point.
And it's no good! Wow.
UCF versus Houston. Houston goes on the board first, and the Knights fight for bowl eligibility by starting out the game to drive down the field, and John Rice Plumlee does what he does best, and quarterback keeps into the end zone. Xavier Townsend jukes a defender to put up 6 more points on the board.
Smack cam!
Javon decides to wake up and almost takes his ball to the house, which sets up perfectly for RJ to get us into the end zone for 6 more.
The one to the end zone. Give me a signal. Touchdown, RJ Harvey. The push puts him in the end zone. It's a 26-10 lead. A fake, looks, backpedals, flushed out of the pocket. Still looking. Sacked at the 19-yard line. What a pressure by UCF. We'll do it. The game is over, and the UCF Knights have become bowl eligible. So their first year in the Big 12 will get a chance to play a 13th football game. The Knights get their 6th win, and they beat the Houston Cougars.
UCF versus Georgia Tech in the 2023 Gasparilla Bowl. The Knights start off strong and go on the board early with this terrific throw and terrific catch by Javon Baker to go up 7. Say what you want about this game, but the lights were awesome, if you were there, of course. And just another hell of a catch for Javon. Man, I'm just so excited that he's coming back next year. Oh. Well, it was a fun 24 hours, I guess. Call it glazing if you want, but RJ, look at this. He makes something out of nothing. That pocket was closed. It was closed, and he does this. He's amazing.
And Plumlee going to keep it. Harvey took a huge lick. Plumlee going to put it up in the air, and Eford intercepts it.
It's all fine, though, because Kobe hauls it in for another 7. And then my sunshine, RJ Harvey, fumbles the ball. It wasn't his fault. This was a conspiracy, I think. Yellow Jackets get on the board with a field goal. Kobe hauls in this nice catch, and we end up getting just a field goal from this drive. I'm not going to show it, though, because Colton. Then the Yellow Jackets drive down the field and end up getting their first touchdown of the night right here. After a 3-and-out, Tech gets the ball back, and Haynes King, I'm not even going to lie, delivers an absolute bomb. Tech then gets a field goal to go up by 3. Wow, look at that old man go. Good job, Alec. I'm proud of you. RJ Harvey, big boy run. 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 And one thing that I think is crazy that we don't talk about enough is how crazy this pick is that DeMar Anderson got. Like, look at this. Wait for the replay. Wait for the replay. Look at that. He, it rolls onto him. Like, that's insane. That's a great pick. JRP is taken down for the final time ever, and Georgia Tech capitalizes on this by getting a touchdown. Georgia Tech scores one last final time, and the Jameis Winston Play of the Week goes yet again to Timmy McClain. Knights yet again fall short and lose the 2023 Gasparilla Bowl 30-17.